We've had a lot of success in the soft kite market, really doing well with the Olympics. It was a challenge to ourselves to really make a great competitive kite that would win competitions. So we set out with a goal to make a kite that everyone can use, pros can send it on it and win competitions. The end goal is to put the kites in the riders' hands and make sure that they are 100% competitive and that they will win events. We're very lucky. We've got 3 designers in the Fly Surfer department. During the whole development process of the era, we always got together, we shared ideas, we shared footage, we tried the kites, we rode the kites. We knew exactly what we wanted to achieve. It just made it easier having 3 designers. So having the expertise of Benny and Maxi is a massive help for me. We were able to achieve a really high-end competitive kite in a really short amount of time. For our first big air kite, it was quite a surprise when we ended up with what we've got right now. Even though we're a smaller brand, we are a strong team, and that's what makes us quite unique with what we're doing. We've noticed how the market is evolving in big air kites. The amount of wind you're flying these kites in, you need as much structure and stiffness in the frame. So instead of going for a 3-strut frame, we added extra 2 struts, made it 5. This really gives the kite its solid shape and also opens up the center of a kite. When you jump, you're getting extra lift, and the struts are able to keep the kite completely solid no matter what the wind's doing or how much load you put on it. So 5 struts for us was a no-brainer. Looking at the bridle in the era, we didn't go with a static bridle. We found that it was better to add a pulley and make a 6-point bridle. There's always support the whole way through the frame. The pulley allows the kite to shift forward, allowing it to accelerate upwards. No matter what the wind strength is, no matter what you're throwing at the kite's always just going to shift and be at its peak performance at all times. We have been looking at alternative materials for the era. We've looked at Alula, we've looked at other composites of Dacron and a bunch of other materials. We've actually prototyped with Alula. We found that the benefits right now for what we have aren't as good. So we kept it traditional, used materials that we know that aren't going to give us issues, and we know the kite is performing at its peak right now. In the future, possibly, we will use Alula, but right now we don't see the performance game, and we still want to be competitive and have a really affordable kite on the market that's top level. When you buy an Era, you have 3 bar sizes, a small, medium or a large force bar. I personally ride only the medium bar on 23 meter lines. If you want to try and send doubles, then highly recommend a bigger bar, especially from the 8 upwards. And if the kite's too fast, put them on a small bar. It'll slow the kite down a little bit, make it a little bit more user-friendly. The Era has been tested on line lengths from 9 meter up to 23 meters, and the kite performs heavenly. If you want your kite loops to get lower, you can take 3 meter extensions off, make them 20. If you want them more aggressive, you can take the next 3 meters off and make them 17s. You can ride any size line on the Era and you will not have an issue. You can throw everything at the Era. Depending on the rider's skill level, you can do triples on the 5 and 6, doubles on the 6 to 8. Anything you really want, the Era will do. The kite is super user-friendly. It's got a big range, tons of D-power, very controllable no matter what you're doing. You have the same feeling if the bar's in or out. You will always know where the kite is. Second key feature for me would be agility. The kite is really fast. It's accelerating through the wind window. It always wants to keep going. Third key feature, which we already touched on, is acceleration. As soon as a gust hits it, the kite wants to keep going forward. And this translates into lift, float, and literally biter-soft landings. Even though we've marketed it as a big air kite, it is the most friendliest kite. So for anyone that wants to jump on it for free ride, you absolutely can. It's so comfortable. You'll get on it and most people just feel like, this feels at home, this feels natural. And that was the goal when we were designing the kite, to make sure that everyone can get onto this kite, feel safe, have fun, and just have a great session. And then if you're a pro rider, you'll be on top of the podium for sure with that kite. The ideal big air quiver for me would be 6, 8, 9, small sizes, double loops, floats, extreme rotations. And then I would pair that with the Sonic when the wind's a bit lighter, really focus on the rotations and board flips and everything else in between. We are always looking forward and trying to see what we can do before someone else does it to make sure that we are a step ahead. And if we're not going to be a step ahead, we're just going to be right there. We're not far behind. It's been a really good process to work with Benny and Maxi and make this new era of kiteboarding.